Hi, my friends, it's Mr. P. Believe it or not, it's really me under here. And you might not know that I'm actually smiling. And sometimes we can't tell who people are or how their emotions are, but I'm actually smiling under this. Now, you might be able to tell by my eyes if I'm angry or if I'm sad or if I'm smiling, happy. But it's really difficult to see because we don't see our mouths. And the story we're going to read is called Sharing a Smile, and it's about the mask that we're going to be wearing, that some of you already wear when you go outside with your friends and your family, or you go to a store or some other place to help keep you safe. All right, so this book today is actually called Sharing a Smile. Okay. And you can see she's wearing her mask and her dad is wearing his mask. So I'm going to take my mask off for now, and you can see I'm smiling and happy. And I'm going to read Sharing a Smile to you. The world was changing. Everyone was wearing masks. It wasn't just nurses and doctors, firefighters, or superheroes anymore. We all have to wear masks to help keep everyone safe, Sophie's grandpa explained. Just like the Hara family down the street, remember, Sophie? They have always worn masks whenever they go outside. So there they are inside, and because they're family, they're not wearing their masks inside. That's okay. They're in their bubble. But then their friends outside are wearing their masks while they're playing. Mr. Landon is wearing a mask now, working in his garden. Sophie remembered how she usually helped Mr. Landon water his flowers. Would she need to wear a mask to help him now? So these are some of the questions that we asked ourselves. When and where do we have to wear masks? Some people wear them all the time. You might even see them wearing them when they're driving alone in their car. Some people do that. Whereas they're not wearing those in the house. Like we said, that's their bubble. Those are the people they're always around. The mail carrier Sammy too, her grandpa said. Sophie watched Sammy walk by. She thought about putting on a mask to go outside to get the letters. Sammy waved to her like always, but Sophie couldn't see Sammy's smile. So it is hard to tell when people are wearing masks what their emotions are sometimes. But they're still waving, they're still connecting. That's their way of saying hi. Sophie peeked out and saw Mrs. Diaz wearing a mask while she admired the butterflies. Jacob and Abigail wore them while riding their bikes. Sophie thought about what fun it could be to ride her bike with them. So she's wearing a mask because there are other people nearby her, even though she's in her house. She's sticking her head out the window. You'll see this a lot of times that people will put on masks while they're running or jogging or walking maybe around the park or down the street, and they'll pull up their mask as you go by. And that's similar to what she's doing here. Even though she's technically inside her house, she's sticking her head out and near the friend, so she's wearing her mask too to watch the butterflies. They looked across the street to Jenny's house. Is Jenny wearing one too? Sophie asked. Sophie waved at Jenny. Jenny waved back. Jenny looks scared, Sophie said to her grandpa. Maybe she is, Grandpa said. It can be hard to be brave when things change. That's why we need our friends to help us. That gave Sophie an idea. Are you ready to put on your mask and go outside, Sophie? Grandpa asked. Not yet, Sophie said, but I have a plan. What do you think her plan is? Grandpa said that's why we need our friends to help us. I wonder what her plan is. Something about him saying that gave her an idea. Ha-ha. With her grandpa's help, she went to work. Sophie sketched and Grandpa sewed. They worked all day and stayed up late getting every detail right. I wonder what they're doing. She sketched, which is drawing. She drew these pictures. Butterflies, music notes, footballs, circles. Those look like limes. And Grandpa's over here sewing. I wonder what he's sewing. She drew these things. I wonder what he's sewing. The next morning, it was time to surprise their friends with the gifts they had made. Now I'm ready, Sophie said. She and Grandpa put on their masks and stepped outside. So they're wearing their masks, which looks like it could be what? Yeah, the sun. Looks like the sunshine. And Sophie's got a bag of something. Maybe that's what Grandpa was sewing. I wonder what could be in there. Sophie and Grandpa walked around the neighborhood sharing their gifts. Flowers for Mr. Landon. For Miss Diaz, a butterfly parade. Bike wheels for Jacob and Abigail. It's not what you think. They're giving them masks of those things that they liked. So that was the things that she was drawing. And what Mr. P thought was limes are actually bike wheels. They handed out purple ones, pink ones, yellow and green, masks that matched everyone's personality or interest. A paintbrush for Mr. Hara, a football for Mrs. Hara, and of course, polka dots for Kiku. You can see them down there. That was very nice of them. And one covered in musical notes, perfect for the mail carrier, Sammy. It looks like it even made her happy. Finally, they got to Jenny's house. Sophie held up the mask they'd made for Jenny, a lion, to help her be brave. That would make me be brave. Roar like a lion. She knew that Jenny couldn't see her smile, but Jenny still smiled back. And Jenny smiled too. Just that little interaction, that little gift that her friend did for her, and the whole neighborhood smiled back too. Everyone's connected now because they're all wearing the masks their friend Sophie made for them. Even the stuffed lion. All right. So you might have had masks made for you. You might have had masks bought for you. They might be a certain color you like. They might be a certain animal or a certain character you like. But hopefully they help you smile, that you can get around a little more, that you can interact with people safely. And hopefully you can just have a smile like Mr. P. We'll talk to you later. Bye, my friends.